You can't measure success if you have never failed. I never hanker after the past. I prefer to devote myself to new tasks. As long as I can focus on enjoying what I'm doing, having fun, I know I'll play well. I think it takes people to get to know you, and the recognition comes over time. When you lose a couple of times, it makes you realize how difficult it is to win. My big dream was to work as a photographer for National Geographic. I don't like the word businesswoman. Perhaps committed mother would be the best description. It doesn't hurt to lose my crown, it hurts to lose. Sometimes I wish I could have been a bit more relaxed, but then I wouldn't have been the same player. If you go to a big city anywhere in the world and you need a doctor, just ask me. I can tell you who's good and who's bad. I've even considered writing a guidebook. I've thrown away lots of my old diaries. You never know who might get their hands on them. But I have kept a few notes on the good old days. The tennis wasn't really very much on my mind, so it wasn't like I was thinking about it all the time. I have always been guided by striving to show the best that I could. That is what kept me going in tennis, and it is the same now. Age, what is it? It's not a figure that has ever meant anything to me. You cannot compare your athletic achievement to the importance of children and giving them a safe environment in which to grow up and enjoy life. Grass is a surface I have always loved. Wimbledon is a tournament I have always loved. I appreciate very much being injury-free. Tennis has always been a big challenge to me, and to be able to play that kind of tennis, well, only tennis can produce these feelings for me. I suppose it's amazing how quick life goes by when you have children. I've been taught very early on that if you want to win a tournament you've got to beat anybody, and hopefully I play well and enjoy it. I knew that maybe I couldn't be playing again, but I just wanted to get in physical shape. I don't wake up every day and think about which tournaments I won and which titles I hold. It's something I don't care about. You can't measure success if you have never failed. My father has taught me that if you really do want to reach your goals, you can't spend any time worrying about whether you're going to win or lose. Focus only on getting better. Stephanie Maria Graf, German, born the 14th of June 1969 in Mannheim, Baden-Württemberg, West Germany, to Heidi Schalk and car and insurance salesman Peter Graff, the 18th of June 1938 - the 30th of November 2013. When she was 9 years old, her family moved to the neighboring town of Bruhl. She has a younger brother, Michael. Her father, an aspiring tennis coach, first introduced her to the game, teaching his 3-year-old daughter how to swing a wooden racket in the family's living room. She began practicing on a court at the age of 4 and played in her first tournament at 5. She soon began taking the top prize at junior tournaments with regularity, going on to win the European Championships 12s and 18s in 1982. Graf is a German former professional tennis player, widely regarded as one of the greatest tennis players of all time. She was ranked world number 1 in women's singles for a women's record 377 weeks, and won 22 major singles titles. the second most in women's singles won since the start of the Open era in 1968 and the third most of all time. In 1988, Graf became the first tennis player to achieve the Golden Slam by winning all 4 major singles titles and the Olympic gold medal in the same calendar year. Furthermore, she is the only tennis player, male or female, to have won each major singles tournament at least 4 times. Graf was ranked world number 1 in singles by the Women's Tennis Association (WTA) for a record 377 total weeks. She won 107 singles titles, ranking her third on the WTA's all-time list after Martina Navratilova, 167 titles, and Chris Evert, 157 titles. She and Margaret Court are the only players, female or male, to win 3 majors in a calendar year 5 times: 1988, 1989, 1993, 1995 and 1996. Notable features of Graf's game were her versatility across all playing surfaces, footwork and powerful forehand drive. Graf's athletic ability and aggressive game played from the baseline have been credited with developing the modern style of play that has come to dominate today's game. She won 6 French Open singles titles, second to Evert, 7 Wimbledon singles titles, 4 Australian Open titles, and 5 US Open singles titles. She is the only singles player, male or female, to have achieved a Grand Slam across 3 surfaces: grass, clay, and hard courts. Graf reached 13 consecutive singles major finals from the 1987 French Open to the 1990 French Open, winning 9 of them. She won 5 consecutive singles majors, 1988 Australian Open to 1989 Australian Open, and 7 out of 8, in 2 calendar years, 1988 Australian Open to 1989 US Open, except 1989 French Open. She reached a total of 31 major finals in singles. Graf retired at the age of 30 in 1999 while ranked as the world number 3. In December 1999, Graf was named the greatest female tennis player of the 20th century by a panel of experts assembled by the Associated Press. Graf was inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame in 2004. Along with Boris Becker, Graf was considered instrumental in popularizing tennis in Germany, where it remains one of the foremost national sports.